your final event of the KSCF FaceOff 3. This event is called Dead in the Water. This is 3 AMRAPs with the same 4 movements. The first AMRAP will be 3 minutes long, the second AMRAP will be 4 minutes long, and the final AMRAP will be 5 minutes long. In between each AMRAP, each team will have 1 minute rest. Here's the AMRAP. You will need to complete double unders. Then you will need to complete balls. Then you will need to complete toes to bar. And finally, you will complete as many of repetitions as possible of box facing burpee box jump overs.
Wow, nice job, Megan. So the movement standards for double unders are pretty simple. The rope has to pass underneath your feet twice. And that's it.
In one jump.
In one jump, yeah.
One more. All right, good. So, a few standards that we know from a lot of the other movements. When Megan squats, she has to complete a full squat, so the hip crease has to go below the top of her kneecap. When she throws the ball has to hit the target. For women, the bottom bolt is the 9-foot mark. For men, the top bolt is the 10-foot mark. It has to hit that bolt or higher for a complete rep. Megan will do a couple slow motion reps here just to talk about things that we see people miss a lot. Biggest thing is she doesn't hit the bottom of the squat, so we see her hip crease is clearly not past her kneecap. Go ahead and finish this rep. She hit the target there. Let's see if she doesn't hit the target. Oh, she still got a rep. There it is! So she didn't hit the target, that's pretty clear. And again, the judge will let you know. The one final thing that we see in wall balls, when people get tired, is they let the ball drop, it bounces off the floor, and they pick the ball up off the bounce and into their squat. That is not legal. The ball has to come to basically a complete stop. So show me one of those ball drops, Megan. So she's tired, picks the ball up on the bounce into the squat, that's a no rep. If she wants to let the ball drop, it can drop. She has to settle down, and she can start there from there. Good. Great job.
Okay. Let's go over the standards for toes to bar. For this movement, you're going to start with your feet off the ground and your arms straight. When you're doing the movement, you're going to start out by bringing your feet behind the upright post. You're going to finish the movement by touching your toes or your feet on the pull-up bar and the space between your hands. Jared is going to show us a couple of reps. Those were surprisingly good. Now Jared's going to show us a couple of bad reps where he does some of the things that I told you had to know. He does some of the things that I told you not to do. Something like that. So here Jared is touching his feet on the bar outside of his hands. This is not allowed. Now Jared is not bringing his feet behind the upright post at the beginning of the movement. Those were really bad reps.
All right, movement standard, box facing, burpee, box, jump, overs. This will be done at 24 inches for men, 20 inches, actually no, I lied. It's 20 inches for everybody because we're just gonna go fast and hard. So, on this movement, when we start our burpees, we're gonna start in a neutral hip position. When we lower down, we must touch our chest to the floor, and we also must jump our feet back and jump our feet in for good reps. Once you've jumped your feet in, you may step to the box or jump from wherever your feet are, and you jump on and over the box. Once you get to the other side of the box, your repetition has been completed. Megan's going to do 2 reps here, and then we're going to talk about what she's doing as she does it. She jumps her feet back, touches her chest to the floor, jumps her feet in. Megan chose to jump on the box. She does not have to stand all the way up. She can just simply jump to the other side. There needs to be no hip extension on top of the box. Let's do another one. Megan jumps back, touches her chest to the floor, jumps in. Then she steps to the box, jumps over to the other side. Your first AMRAP will be 3 minutes long, followed by a 1 minute rest, followed by a 4 minute AMRAP, followed by a 1 minute rest, followed by a 5 minute AMRAP. You'll have 3 different scores for this workout for each AMRAP, and you'll have points awarded for the amount of reps you complete for each AMRAP. Good luck.